What's going on, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Profit Picks. If you are new, we always start this show off by being transparent. And yesterday, I know I didn't do a show, but it was still a really good day for me. Um, I went 10-3, and a lot of that was in the NBA. I think I went. Well, let's start off with MLB because I know I went 2-2 there. NHL was a nice 2-0 day. So outside of that, for NBA, I lost the Hawks plus 10.5, and I had the Cavs all kind of ways. So really good day yesterday. We'll try to parlay that into today. And I do like a lot within these three games. I played something overnight, and after talking it out with Jay and Andy, I feel confident in a couple other looks. So let's talk about really quick. We have three games for tonight. I am going to share a system that was active yesterday that we cashed with. It did cash both games yesterday. It's active again today. We'll talk about it. I'll show you on the screen, and we'll get to some cash. So first game up, we're going to go Lakers and Grizzlies, and this one open Grizzlies -1.5. We see them now 1 point underdog. So flip of favorites here. Total open 228, and it's down anywhere from 225.5 to 226.5 is what I'm seeing here. Injury report, I do see John Morant game time decision. Steven Adams still continues to be out, along with Clark. For the Lakers, my bad, I'm letting it refresh here. LeBron is game time, but he's likely to play. Anthony Davis game time, also likely to play. Same can be said for Schroeder. So I do think everybody goes for LA tonight. And I don't think John Morant's gonna play. And if he doesn't play, Tyus Jones, he's more than a capable backup point guard, but he just plays at a much slower pace. So a combination of that, and really the only person who gives the Lakers problems, in my opinion, as far as matchup wise, is John Morant. So if you take him out of there, they become a lot easier to defend. Defense has been a strong suit for the Lakers post trade deadline. And if I'm just looking at it that way, I agree with the way the market is moving this total down 2 points or 2.5 points, depending where you're shopping. I got under 226.5. I just think that's the right play in this game. I don't want to be involved with the side just because I wouldn't be surprised to see Memphis win this game. We already have Lakers plus 130 in our pocket. No need to get involved in this individual game. I'm happy even if the Lakers go back home 1-1. So that's the first game here. What up, Anthony? LA in the building as well. What up, Ronell? And Terrell in here as well. Says he already bet it under 227. So I'm glad we're lining up in that regard. Let's keep going to the next game here. And that is going to be a game that we do have a system on. We're talking about the Heat at the Bucks. And this game opened Bucks -7. We saw it get bet all the way up as high as 9, and it's on the move now. It dropped all the way back down to 6. I see it as high as 8.5 right now. So that must mean what I think it means. What we were talking about on the show just a few minutes ago with Mr. J Money. Giannis he's off the injury report. As I'm refreshing, he's no longer on the injury report. So from doubtful to in. I mean, that's the kind of player that Giannis is. That's what we expect in a must-win situation for Milwaukee. He's going to go out there and play. So I like to see that. As far as anybody else on the Bucks side, Wesley Matthews, the only other person listed, is out for Miami. We do know Tyler Hero broke his hand. He's not going to be available for this game, still without Jovic. So the spot, I mean, the Bucks, home favorite, after losing as a home favorite, you got to roll with it. These kind of teams cannot go on the road down 0-2. That's pretty much saying, you lost the series. So you're going to get max effort from this team. As you see, with Giannis being upgraded, they know they absolutely need this game. So let's pull this up. My bad. Let me pull this up on the screen here. And I got to pull this down a little bit. My bad. I got a new setup here. And it's throwing me off a little bit. There we go. So this one is pretty much saying, let me get back over here so I can show you on screen. We're looking at exactly what I just said. The last 5 seasons since 2018, home favorites after losing as a favorite in game 2, 16-4 straight up and against the spread, winning by an average of 14.6 points per game. Active here on the Bucks and the Heat. just cashed yesterday with the Cavs and the Suns. I mean, it's simple. Must win situation. We want to be on that side. So that's what I'm going to roll with. I'm also going to take them first quarter, first half. I got the first quarter -2. I got the first half -3.5. Let's see where they're on the move to. First quarter is now 2.5. I still take that. I need, them to be up by 3 or more to win. My bet as well. So I like that. In the first half, wow, first half is up to 4.5, even 5 in some spots. Um, I probably like the first quarter at the current number more than the first half. Again, I bet -2. I bet -3.5. And if I have to tell you guys what to pick right now, I would take the -2.5 along with the full game. I still think they'll win this game by double digits. So that's how I'm liking right now. Let's see what the chat is looking at before we move on. Terrell said he's waiting for Ja to get out of Memphis. He's waiting on Ja out to get Memphis at plus money. Interesting. Not mad at that thought. What up, Nets Bets? Appreciate you tapping in. Link, what up, my boy? Terrell says he already bet under 219 with Giannis. I think he likes Miami team total under more. I would agree with that. And let me pull back up. I gotta share the screen again here because I should have talked about that with the query. We can look at it, and I think it agrees with that too. I mean, I did cast the Knicks team total under yesterday. So when we're looking here, teams in these situations are averaging 102.8 points per game. And I think if I take this off, when I take it off, I think the ATS gets worse. It's still all right though. But let's look all time how these teams do. They're still right under 60% against the spread. Their opponents are averaging 95.3 points per game. So whether you look at the last 5 seasons, whether you look at, all time, I think this team total still, let me see what the team total is today. For Miami, we're looking at a 106. It's down to 106. I think that's a good bet. And so I love doing the show here. You guys have good information too. And this is something I think I should add to my bets for today. So appreciate you, Terrell. Miami team total under 106 looks like a really solid wager. And let me just double check, make sure that's consensus. I do see consensus still saying 106.5. So make sure to line shop. I will line shop before I make that bet myself. Look at a couple more comments. Boofer says Giannis can be out after the first 5 minutes, though. Anyways, to look at Jimmy's points, maybe. I'm not looking at the Heat. I'm thinking the Bucks really clamp up tonight. I get what you're saying. Giannis can be out after. I'm not betting any Giannis props. I like the Bucks whether Giannis played or not. So I understand where you're coming from, though, Boofer. Kylie says, hey, Skee, on Anthony Edwards points 22, parlay with 3 assists. Do you like it? I don't really do the parlays, but I do think Edwards, is able to score the ball a little bit better tonight. We'll talk about that game in a second. And we'll get there right now. Let's go right over. T-Wolves and Nuggets. This game opened Nuggets -8.5. We now see them anywhere between 8-point favorites or 8.5-point favorites. Total open 223.5, and it's down as low as 221.5. Injury report for this one: Gobert's game time decision, but I think he plays. Noel game time as well. McDaniels is going to be out. Nas Reed out. For Denver, it says Joker's game time decision, but he's going to play, in my opinion. So I'm going to start this one off with the quotes. I just listened to the coaches for these plays here. And we have Mike Malone. He's answering the question as far as, them playing faster or picking up the pace. He says, we don't want to play a half-court game. If you get caught playing a half-court, they're long, they're athletic. He says they just played a couple days ago. They traveled here. We have to use the altitude to our advantage. We're a top 5 running team all year long. And that's something that we feel is a part of our identity. And we have to do every night, no matter where we are. So to me, he's telling you they're going to play up tempo for that Nugget side tonight. And then Chris Finch, he was answering the question as far as how to get Ant going. He said, I think we got to try to get Ant to turn some more corners earlier in the offense. I think he needs to try to get himself going in transition too. So both of these coaches looking for their teams to play a little bit faster. I'm going to roll with what they're saying. I'm going to listen. I'm going to take the first half over along with the full game over. The full game, best number you can get right now is 221.5. I did get 222. So you can get a better number than I got. And the first half number I got was 113.5. I'm not sure if this odds screen is slow on this book right here, but it does say 113 is available at one book. 113.5 is the consensus though. So over 113.5 first half, over 222 full game is the way I'm looking there. And let's take a look at a couple comments. I do also have another hockey play. I'm 9-2 so far in hockey on the season. I'm 3-0 in the playoffs. So let's try to keep that going here today with another play. Comment says, Skee, can the Warriors win without Draymond? I think they can. You know how I feel. Warriors are not losing at home. That's just how I feel. Boofer says, is there a system for teams playing back-to-back in Denver, as if the altitude isn't as big of a factor in the second game? I just don't want to take the time to do it right now on the screen, but I will look into it and I'll let you know. I'll send it out a little bit later if there is an advantage in that game or in that situation. So that's NBA. What up, Sab? Appreciate you tuning in. For NHL, we'll keep it pretty simple. Let me just find our banner because the odds screen is not cooperating with me at this moment. And we're going to go Islanders and Hurricane. If you heard me talk about it the other day, you kind of already know which way I'm going here. So I'm going to pull it up here. We're looking at team total under 2.5. And reason we like this one, both defenses, really. I mean, I could have played the full game under, but both defenses top 10 in block shots, goals allowed, save percentage. And I just really don't trust New York Islanders offense. We talked about this one with Andrew. That was he agreed with this play on the first day. I don't see any way to go against it or any reason to go against it here. I think Carolina's defense can hold them under 3 goals. The total for the game dropped from 5.5 to 5. I got under 2.5 team total. It was minus 140 to take it, but I'm gonna roll with it. I just really don't trust the Islanders offense, and I'm gonna trust the Hurricanes defense. So it's another play for today. I'm gonna do a quick recap before we get out of here. Quick and easy, short show for today. Best bets / recap. Lakers, Memphis under 226.5. Heat, Bucks. And I have to add one here after the show, but I'm only going to tell you guys. I think I'm going to add the team total under for the Bucks. I just haven't got it yet, so I don't want to tell you guys a number. But Bucks first quarter -2, first half -3.5, full game -6. That's what I have in my pocket. Minnesota and Denver first half over 113.5, full game over 222. And then we have the Islanders team total under 2.5. So a bunch of plays for today. Doesn't mean it's all I'm going to have. I may add throughout the day, but just wanted to come and give you guys a little bit of something. I do have a top play for tomorrow, and I'm going to send that out to the members tonight, and you'll get it bright and early tomorrow on the normal show. I'll talk about it. I have Mr. Ravino here with me, and I'll let you guys know what we're looking at. So best of luck if you tell. Good luck on all of your action. I appreciate all you guys. The show is not the same without the chat, and I'll catch you guys again next time.